Guess what?
We're live.
We're live. Ain't no
Ah!
Memorex here, baby. Ain't no Memorex at all. All righty. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Otter's Den. It's a little bit different of a den, but hey, we're making it into the Otter's Den for now until I can get back into the real Otter's Den, which is going to be spectacular. So, I would like to say hello to my sister, my good friend, and my manager of Cobra Paranormal, Michelle Dyer. Hi, Michelle.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Short, blunt, and pretty.
Well, that's always kind of the thing with you, isn't it?
Well, it's at least what I tell people.
Well,
So,
okay, now wait. You changed because it used to be short, blonde, and ugly, and
right.
now you're saying you're pretty. So,
Yes, but
high five.
spirit. I've learned that spirit listens to words, no matter what they are. Therefore, we're going to put the positivity out. Hey, Lisa.
Dude.
Hey, Renee.
Hi, guys.
All right. Now, I'm going to hop over here to Facebook. So if it looks like I'm doing this, I'm reading. I'm sharing out. So let me get this shared out here real quick.
We are patient. Patience.
Patience.
How is everyone?
I've had many lessons in patience.
Hi, Miss Sherry Lynn. Hey, she's got to pop off really quick.
Okay.
Nate. Nate, there he, oh my God, I said his name and there he is.
What's up? We were just talking about you, Nate. My ghost radar, I turned it on and it said piano dash Moors. So I think that's saying you're gonna be making dashes to your piano because you're gonna get more stuff to set on it.
It's gonna be Moore's, buddy.
Excuse me.
And that's funny because before his comment, I was like, Nate. Poof, there's his comment.
There it is. All right, I'm gonna get this shared out quick.
Don't worry, Sherry Lynn. We know you gotta pop off, but we will totally catch up a whole lot more, girl.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Didn't you want to say something to Miss Sherry?
Oh yes. Why
before she pops off?
Before you pop off, let me get back over here. I just want to say thank you again for this wonderful little gift. It's right here by my side right now. Thank you.
That is an original creation there, or not creation, but purchased from Crystal Infinity. Can't
absolutely
pump those guys more. We love our Crystal Infinity. Nate and Renee are just amazing. So if you haven't checked them out, give them a check out.
Absolutely. They go live every
As Tuesday. My power just flashed.
At 7, I believe, on Facebook. I do my best not to miss it. Even just sitting there watching them, even if you don't, or can't buy anything, it is fun and hilarious just watching the show. It really is. And
it's like a family community, right? Like I've always felt like I belonged from the moment I popped on there.
Huge. Yes, they are absolutely like family. There's a word I'm looking for.
We love you. It's
would
the love.
Spirit Tribe.
Yes. Yeah.
How's that?
Soul family. I mean,
Soul
they've
Tribe.
been there, like legitimately. And I'm not just saying this just to like pump whatever or like boost whatever, right? But every time that I've had a question or something has like come up, or I've even needed help like identifying a stone, right? They've been right there. Dude,
yes.
They answer as soon as they can. And you don't really get that anywhere else. Truthfully, you don't. See?
Hey, the radar, I'm telling you.
I know, Nate. I was just telling him, I'm like, ooh. I was like, Nate just literally showed videos of the piano because I had never seen it.
You see, I want to get down there someday personally. I'm gonna. I don't know when.
We will. We will, because I do too.
We did talk about that. Yes, we will, and we will feel the energy from that piano.
Yes.
Now we may pass out from it.
Count on that. Like that might be a guarantee because if I could make that piano my home, I would.
Right? Just crawl right inside of it.
Right?
Now, see, we're special. Not everybody gets to see the piano.
That's right. Oh, the special. Well, we'll just hop like into it while we're, starting off the bunch. So a lot of y'all haven't seen me in a super long time.
It has been a bit. Let me run in one before you go there.
Always.
Since we're on Crystal Infinity,
Yes.
be watching. I think Mondays. Crystal Infinity, Nathan and Ray are going to be doing Cobra Paranormal's Stone of the Week, and I believe they will have a plethora of those available for their live show on Tuesday night. So keep an eye on that.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So yes, it's been a hot minute since I've been on, like almost a year.
Been a bit.
Legitimately. So a lot of you who have been in, the Otter's Den Cobra Circle following us, we did a Thursday night show on our serial killers. That came to an abrupt halt, which I know I don't have to apologize for, but I am going to apologize because I feel like I disappeared for our family, and I wasn't connecting a lot, on social media either.
Legit reasons.
Yeah. So just to dive into some of those reasons, like, so I have Crohn's disease. A lot of people know that. Like, Sherry Lynn, she's been a massive supporter for me. Like, that girl has stuck by my side. And so I thank her greatly for that. Renee, you have too. I mean,
yeah,
seriously.
Both been a big help.
Yeah, for everybody reaching out to me during that very tough time. It was certainly appreciated. So in April last year, I actually ended up in the ICU. My Crohn's had gotten so bad. Yeah, ICU. It had gotten so bad that I had to be sustained. For a lack of a better term, I was losing my battle with life, and I had to undergo, good few transfusions, and had to have a surgery pretty immediately to remove the bad part of my intestine, and then I had to recover from that, and 6 months later turn around and have another surgery and recover from that. And when I last actually left everybody, I was weighing a whopping 120 pounds, and now here I am at 178.
You look better. You look healthier.
I do. I've just got life in me, and I feel it. I feel like I have life in me.
You do.
It's a blessing. So
noticed or anything, but
Right. Right. And it was really hard because there were some pretty important times, right? Like you going through everything, with the house and all of that. Like I was unable to be there. I was unable, like physically unable to help, and it killed me.
You were here in spirit. I felt you.
It so killed me. I was. I mean, I've got some people that do some traveling for me. That's no secret.
And if I needed an ear, you were there.
Amen.
We were there as much as we could be for each other. So how's that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, while our hiatus, it totally gave us, time to go through everything that we needed to go through to get to where we are even today, right?
Yeah, just like me with going through the fire, and I'll just say everything else. I went from 130 down to 105, and it took me forever to get up to 130 in the first place. And for me to lose that much, it's not healthy. I've got a very high metabolism, and it's very difficult for me to put on. But however, I have gotten up to 110.
And I'm just going to say again, contrary to popular belief for you, bacon is not a meal. It's not a meal.
If I put a little piece of salad and some ranch on it. It's a salad. Lettuce and it's a salad. Salad's healthy, right?
I'll accept it.
Okay.
I'll
And
accept
I can add a tomato and BLT. That way I'm getting my vegetables too.
it. Right. I love how you're totally getting away with this. Now listen, Nate.
Yes.
Let me reiterate. His only meal of a day would sometimes just be bacon.
Entire pound of it. Just sit there and eat it like candy.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would. But I'm back. I'm ready to be present.
Yay.
We're doing a slow introduction. Keith and I have had many conversations, and we've determined that slow is the way that we're going to go. Transplants, that's a thing.
There we go.
So we're gonna start off, revitalizing Cobra. We're going to reassess, team wise and what we stand for and who we are now. Because let's face it, I mean, the things that we've been through, right? It's changed us. I mean, it's changed me.
Huge.
And
since then we've been learning, we've been growing, we've learned new ways of doing things, we've learned new skill sets.
Yeah. Which I previewed to you the other night.
Yes. So,
and we're talking paranormal, metaphysical stuff, folks.
Mine's out together. So, like she said, we're going to totally reassess how we are going to do things when we come back. And Lord willing, we're going to help some people.
Yeah. And most importantly, so Joni had, some things come up. Usually she's our Monday night, for the astrology read. I think I'm going to be tapping in it there at some point, like the end of the show or wherever. I mean,
we can bring you on
wherever it may go. But we're actually, as an unveiling to all of you, we're going to have Joni, our very own Joni, do the card of the week on Monday nights.
Yes, except she's going to be doing a 3-card spread, not just a single card.
Yep.
So something a little different.
Yep.
Gonna see how that goes.
So we figure, the tarot cards can all come into play, along with the astrological read. We'll see how it lines up, and it'll be super interesting to see how it does. I mean, yes. I'm excited for that.
I am too. I can't wait to see if the cards line up with stone.
Mm-hmm.
If their intuition is on and they line up, because I think quite a bit it's going to. And let me throw out real quick that Joni also has a show she does on the Riff Radio Network. I am blanking out on the name. I was going to write it down and I forgot.
That's okay. It's like true crime.
Yeah. And then on Facebook, she's also got a Facebook page called The Raven's Nest where she does her astrological stuff. So yes. If you'd like to check that out.
She is, she's done great things for me, especially, today, come on. How much more? Like today, I messaged Keith and I'm like, I am emotional mess. And I need to do a stone change because things need to come off of me and different things need to be added. And I'm grabbing my bag of goodies from Crystal Infinity. and then poof, he sends me Joni's read. And I'm like, oh, okay, it makes sense now.
There you go. I've told a lot of people that, she does that every morning. I share it every morning. Here you go. Here's where you're having your issues. And especially a couple people who are always having issues. I'm like, did you look at what I posted? Well, no. Go look at my page.
Yeah, usually I tap you because once I log into work, I'm like, go. Until it's time to stop. And then when I have that moment to stop, it's just for mere seconds. And I'm like, Keith.
Yes.
I'm terrible about getting on Facebook right away. Why when I can go to the source?
Well, and that's kind of what I do in the morning. I get up, hit the bathroom naturally.
Renee, thank you. Uno momento. She put it on there. Mysteries behind the veil.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. On it, as always. I go outside, have my cigarette. Even if it's cold, I'll bundle up. I'll sit my coffee, and I'll go through my notifications. I'll go through my memories. I'll scroll a bit, throw some good stuff out. And that's just kind of how I ground and get my day going. I find some good positive stuff to read, get my positivity going. That way I can get up and, well, used to go to work. Now I don't do that anymore. But it still helps to get me in a positive mindset so I can take on the day and tackle everything I need to get done. So that's just kind of my morning grounding routine. And then, throughout the day, if I take a cigarette break, I'll hop on for 5 minutes, go through notifications. Oh, hey, yep. How you doing? And if I feel somebody out there, I'm like, girl, how you doing?
I get that a lot. And sometimes, I mean, for a lack of better term, it's a circus.
Yeah. There's a lot of those going on right now, and hopefully we got a lot of toilet paper.
Yeah, truthfully, I mean, it's kind of like a cosmic reset, right? We've been talking about this for quite a while now, and it really is. Like a lot of things that you've known to be tried and true are just getting rinsed. I mean, I know that for me.
Yeah.
I've been even in my hiatus, I have been educating myself and figuring out, what I can do and what I can't do, or what I should focus on more and what I should shelf.
Yeah.
That will all be unveiled in time. I think I've gotten myself pretty well learned in my break.
You have impressed me a bit, just saying.
I know.
I got catching up to do.
It's great. And I think, as it comes, I think a question popped up, are we going to go live every Monday?
Oh, yeah, Trish, I was going to hit that.
Yeah. I'll always bring him back.
Thank you. In fact, I think it was right there. Every other Monday, Joni comes on and we do the astrology of what is happening, for like the past 2 weeks or coming 2 weeks or both or what have you. So people understand why you're having this show or you're having this really awesome week. Or you just don't know where you are. But she covers not only, like personal issues, but she covers, the United States, the world stage, how the astrology is playing out politically, and it's creepily spot on right now. So that is one thing I do try to pay attention to. But we're gonna try to do a better job, especially now that I'm in a little bit better spirits. I'm slowly getting things together so I can do this. The electronics and what internet and what all in any way. So, and then on the off weeks, I will be having other guests, paranormal people, self-help people, just a whole bunch of different kinds of subjects and whatnot. I got a few good guests in mind. In the past, I've had Tommy Bull, he's a Hollywood director, some others, decent shows, and I'm gonna try to figure out a way to make it a little bit better and keep people's interest a little bit more. Be more on.
And even if there's something we're not hitting, like, feel free to message. I've always said that. Message us if there's something that you're like, hey, this is a great topic. I've been thinking about this. Send us a message. I mean, I think I'm gonna try to revitalize and revamp our serial killer show that we were doing.
We've talked about that.
We have. I think I'm in a better physical capacity to handle that. Being such like a heavy empath, some of that just kind of gets to you, and on top of health issues.
And where I was in my mental state for quite a while, I don't think it would have been a good thing for me to do that show.
No, I agree. I agree.
But hey, I'm back in black.
I'm back in pink. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you should have seen me yesterday after getting out of the attic, getting over 100 years of dust out of there. I was black, literally everything. I was dust head to toe.
I can only imagine.
I
I
could
can
never
only imagine.
figure out why. As soon as I dust, the AC would kick on and it would be covered in dust again. It got to the point where I wouldn't dust except once a month, just because of that. Well, I figured out why. The walls weren't sealed, so every time the airflow would kick on, it'd pick up some of that dust and blow it out and through. And yeah,
Yeah.
I'm getting it all out. I will have a dust-free home.
Now's the time.
No dust orbs.
Oh my gosh, how many times, like, I know we even use that, like, obviously when something is like super hyper emotional, that's our word, dust.
Yes. Yeah, dust. Dust gets in your eye and your eye waters, So if we
Yeah.
get emotional, dust.
Yep.
That's-
I've
that's
always
what
said
we
I
do.
never dust because, it could be somebody I know. Just saying,
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Not
right?
wrong.
I mean,
Why would I want to put my relative in a rag covered in pledge, and then put them in the washer and send them down
or
the
the
drain?
shop vac.
Because I guess they would be grounded.
Well, I mean,
Catch you later, Nate. Corn.
it's a good band.
Rick corn.
Well,
What did I finally order today? Corn.
corn, yes. I know we need to get back into the heirloom seeds. I mean, we like lost track of that because of health and everything else,
Yeah.
kind of. I mean, you were able to enjoy the cosmic green bean, but I wasn't enjoying no green beans, just the laughter.
I hear you. I have like 4 different kinds of green beans I'm growing this year. Couple different kinds of corn. Yeah, I would like to get more into the heirloom again. This year pickings were slim out there.
They are. I actually ordered a bunch. I'm gonna get back to some of the heirloom tomatoes. I mean, I'm gonna get me some luscious.
I will get you some Cherokee tomato seed.
Perfect.
Cherokee purple tomato. These things on a BLT.
Divine, eh?
Oh, heaven.
We're gonna have to do that then. Yes, most definitely.
And I'm wondering, I've got 3 different kinds that I'm going to grow. So in one spot, I'm going to grow them all right together. So the rest will be separate in the garden. But those, I'll put 2 plants of each right together to see if they cross pollinate and make one really super cool kind of tomato.
Oh, that would be neat. I mean, that's how these things are, come across, right? I mean, it's just people mixing cross pollination. I mean,
Yeah.
why can't we?
Yeah, it's not GMO, it's cross pollination.
Right.
So yeah.
Just be very careful not to plant, all of the certain little things just right next to each other.
Yeah, you got to watch companion plants and stuff.
Yes.
Your marigolds in there, which draw bumblebees, and they in your head, and you got to be kind of careful.
I learned a super solid lesson in planting habaneros and jalapenos side by side. And we had a little hot mix go on. And I was like, you bite into a jalapeno and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Got a little too intense.
I've got some, they're called Felicity jalapenos, and they're all the flavor of a jalapeno, but no heat. I can't do the hot. So I take those, mix shredded cheese and cream cheese, fill it, cook bacon up a little bit, wrap it
in bacon.
Oh, you come down, I will make you some. I was going to make some fire hit, so I didn't get to.
Yes, these could be our super cosmic tomatoes.
We can have the cosmic tomato, the cosmic green bean, and the cosmic jalapeno.
Oh my God, we need to do this. Yes, I'm in. And then we can.
Yes.
I was gonna say, yeah. Then we can do a salsa line.
Yes, and I will be canning. I will have to do the videos by myself, but yeah, I will probably do some canning videos. Just then. I'm.
Who says? I need help canning. I'm like a solo flyer. Maybe I'll just pop on down.
Well, I will have all the equipment again.
I mean,
Just
I've
saying.
got some crap I can bring over.
We can get
Literal. I mean, literal and figuratively.
her done. Heck yeah.
Heck yes.
I can't wait to get out in the garden. I'm late getting in naturally because I couldn't order the seed. Finally got that
Oh,
done. I need to get over there. I need to get it tilled in. But the weather has not permitted. So but I got to get them started. But I did finally get new seed starters ordered as well. I found the same ones I had before. I love these things. Self-watering. They're really cool.
okay,
So,
we have somebody joining the chat again.
kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Obit needs to come in and join.
Hi, Orbit. What you doing? What you
He's like,
doing?
you're talking food. Oh, cat.
Yeah, that's one thing. As soon as I get back in the house, I'm getting me a new puppy and a new cat. Black Chow,
Yeah.
Black Maine Coon.
Oh my god, I love Maine Coons. Completely love Maine Coons.
Hey, if you do witchy stuff, you got to have a black cat, right?
That's right. That is right. That's
Why
a total witches thing.
not have a black dog too?
I mean, just saying. Like, obviously. Obviously, we know how far I've come.
Right.
Cosmic salsa, I love it.
Yes. And what will cosmic salsa make when we eat it? Cosmic poop.
That's right. It's
But I
magically delicious. No.
I'm showing that on the screen though.
Oh my gosh. So what are you guys thinking? What do you got going on?
What's that?
I'm asking everybody else what they got going on
Out there in Facebook land.
out there in our world. Oh, I've really missed this.
While we're waiting for them to get that, don't forget to go check out Spirit Mechanics on Facebook. We are going to be hitting some cases this year. I finally got my full Spirit Mechanics membership at Scarefest last year.
Congratulations.
Very proud of that. Thank you. Worked hard on that. So I think Steve's going to be including me a little bit more. Yay. Go team. Speaking
They're finally getting back into the live go round.
Yeah, they had some issues as well and had to take
Mhm.
some breaks, and life happens. Life happens.
Yep.
Um,
Cosmic fuckers.
but we will be at Scarefest this year, and Scarefest is October 21st through the 23rd in Lexington. Can never say that word, Kentucky. So, if you got a free weekend, want to go for a trip, it is phenomenal. Last year was the biggest one they ever had, and it was phenomenal.
I'm gonna have to work it. That's always on Virginia's birthday.
Yeah.
Every year. Spirit Mechanics, talk to somebody. We need to change that.
Bring her down.
Oh, okay.
Bring her down. She would love it.
Actually, that could be a lot of fun.
She's getting older.
She is. She
Yeah.
is. And I mean, she knows how mom is, right? So, like, I'm the authentic mom where, I don't sit there and I'm like, oh, don't cuss in front of my kid, or, oh, don't do, like, the world is the world, right? And I would rather her be exposed to it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's our nature. Like, I'll protect her in certain aspects, but I mean, certainly she knows what mommy does, and she knows that, mommy talks about serial killers, and oftentimes she, previews some of what I would talk about.
There you go. With your green beans, blanch them, wrap them in bacon, put them on a baking pan.
Ooh.
Take a cup of butter and brown sugar, splash of soy sauce, and dash of garlic salt. Oh, girl,
that sounds good.
You rule.
That sounds really good.
Yes, they do.
Girl, Renee, call. I know, I love her. Cosmic Farts. Wait until you see her next comic. She's talking about figuring things out. Like, I have been doing that for the last year.
Yeah.
Literally. And I've actually come upon quite a few things that are kind of dying arts, if you will.
Huh? That's good.
And I'm getting myself very versed on uh well, I'm just gonna say it, frick it. I'm gonna say it. Palmistry.
Yeah, you shocked the heck out of me the other night when we were talking about that. So I can't wait till
Yeah.
you get down here and actually look at it. Look
Yes.
at it.
And it's awesome how much that like all lines up, right? So like palmistry is one of them. Runes. I'm getting into runes. And so I'm going more old school. And as we talked, more to come, obviously.
Yeah,
Cobra's going to offer a whole heck of a lot more than just, assistance with, in-home stuff or, things you may have going on or whatever. Like we're going to put ourselves really out there in an herbal capacity. Like
yeah.
that's
And
certainly a goal.
when I get the house, it keeps getting put off. But once I get the house done, or like if I'm waiting on the plaster guy to come, while he does that, one thing I am going to work on is finishing my Reiki Masters. So we'll have
Yes.
that
Yes.
to go with too. So you can come down to Scarefest and get your runes done, get your chakras did, and
Get your
that
palm read.
yeah.
And meet a super cute little mini Michelle. I kid you
There you
not,
go.
my kid is my mini me.
There you go. She's an awesome kid. Be proud. You did good.
I did do good. She's freaking hilarious.
Yes.
She even has her own little stone collection going.
What collection?
Her stone collection.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So she's super into rock hounding with me. And my gosh, she'll get like it was really kind of nice. We went to the lake last week, right? Just
Yeah.
on a whim, and those are the best trips in the world. And we're down in there, looking at rocks and stuff, and of course it's man-made lake, so a lot of it, you stumble upon things you don't typically anticipate.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are just disguised as crappy little rocks. I'm not kidding you. There's some good work that goes into making it tumbled and beautiful, and even at its raw form, like some of the etching you have to do, like blocking and getting things away, right?
Right.
um but she found like two little mini snail shells and she was super proud. She even put them in another pocket. She's like, these are fragile.
Yes, they are. They are very fragile.
I was like, good girl.
You'll have to bring them down, and I got my park permit. I finally bought a park permit and my fishing license.
Oh,
I'm
perfect.
going to be going fishing here, but you'll have to bring her down to Rockford since I can get in now. I got a park permit. I used to find all kinds of fossils out there when I was a kid.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
Like a lot of and I've shown you my collection. A lot of it I have a hard time parting with because they're mine, right? I mean, I collect them from all over and I grab them from all over. And recently I have just gotten myself into the tumbling arena because I love raw formed crystal. That is like, there's so much that comes from it for me that it's like, almost like a addiction, if you will. And here I didn't
Hmm.
think I had any addictive qualities, but raw stones is the thing.
Hmm.
I know, right?
Well, mine's bacon, so
I mean, I'm just saying, I was just brought in my dinner and it does have bacon on it.
see,
So there you go. I'm honoring for you.
there you go. That's my psycho ability. I mean, psychic ability. I seen the bacon come.
Bacon is on your brain like 24 hours a day.
Kind of. I need
I'm
more.
surprised you don't dream of bacon.
I have.
uh, any dreams like in a relationship with bacon?
No, no. It's just
Okay, good. Okay.
yeah, food. Bacon and eggs. Something like that. Woke up hungry.
And I was gonna say, and then you're having for breakfast.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Oh,
Oh, wait. I
gee.
think yeah. Didn't you have one of those on the other night? Um, I know what it's called. And I can't think of it. It's pink and brown, and I had one. here. It's right here. It's right here.
Tip of the tongue.
She'll throw it up.
Yeah, she will.
Rhodochrosite. Yes, that's it. That's it. Rhodochrosite.
I have that sitting on my desk.
I need to give you another one. So I'll yes.
It's a little sphere and it has a little crown holder.
Well,
I felt very special when I got that package in the mail. So I was like, it's so beautiful.
Yes. I had one that the spirit mechanics brought me up when they came up to, help me with my case. And I ended up, somebody else needed that same crystal. So I took my tile saw and so they had half and I had half, and some things happened, and some not so good things happened when I was carrying the stone. So I retired the stone, and so I need a new one.
Yep. Yeah, speaking of like a stone that's a necessity, this thing has not left my body, Renee. My little pre-night bracelet that I ordered. Like, this thing, always on me.
Pre-night?
Pre-night. It's really nice. It's very nice. Yes, it's a very nice. Like that.
Yes. Now speaking of bacon.
Bugger.
What do people love? Bacon, and what else do you love? Tacos. Bacon and tacos.
Yeah.
And I got accused of brainwashing people and starting a cult.
The cult of bacon tacos.
I started a Facebook page called The Cult of Bacon Tacos. And I just throw out all kinds of stuff because I say on there, this is what I was accused of. So I'm going to convince you that you are a good person or something like that, So
which is sad.
Stuff on there.
Don't you feel like I have morphed over my year, and we all know me, like, I'm not filtered, I'm not censored, I'm very bleh. And sometimes it gets me in trouble, sometimes it doesn't, but in the end. But over my year, like, I sit here now and I'm like, I have nothing to prove to anybody. I don't have to be accountable to anybody. Nobody has to know what I'm going through. Nobody has to know my story, right? Like, I have grown tremendously, and I've got boundaries now. Like, walking away, even at work, walking away from drama-filled and injected, like, nobody talks to me at work. I'm okay with that. Okay with that. And it's taken me that year, or maybe, as my mom would say, maybe it was the almost, dying that kind of brought me into that mindset of, life's too short, right? I need to live it for me. And that's that. Like,
that. Who's the only person that can make Michelle happy?
Right.
Michelle. Now, can you share your happiness with someone else? Sure you can. But I can't make you happy. You can't make me happy. I'm the only person that can make myself happy. So I'm going to make myself happy.
Right. And the boundaries, I've had to set them, like, being an empath, like, I'll admit, this is almost a weakness for me, is I was so empathetic that I would literally get drawn into situations, right? And now I have stepped back and I'm like, this is not mine.
Very good.
What you go through is what you go through. That is not mine.
Proud of you.
I'm not going through it. I will hear you, but I can't help in that capacity, because at some point people have to learn on their own, right?
That maybe we're not supposed to jump in and screw up their karma lesson. You got to choose wisely. And like with empaths, observe, don't absorb.
Right.
Don't absorb other people's health issues. Don't absorb other people's mental things, their emotions, because that is going to do nothing but drag you down and drain you.
Yeah.
So again, I get it with the boundaries. I finally stood up for myself in several situations where I had set boundaries before and dropped them. And I finally put those boundaries back up and said, no, this is not happening anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I literally just walk away.
And yes,
I have to. I mean, I can help and I can give my advice and I can express an opinion and I can be an ear and I can do all of those great things. But at the end of the day, I swore as of April 13th, 2021 was the day that I stopped bleeding for others because I had to bleed for myself and I had no blood to give.
that you have to keep yourself strong. You got to keep your own cup full. If your cup ain't full, you got nothing to hand out to anybody else. That's
Yeah.
why I took a hiatus from helping people, and then I'd have a few strong days, and I could, and I couldn't. But anyway, um, I'm good. I'm getting in a better mind state. I'm getting my insurance situation figured out. This situation figured out. I'm getting a time frame on everything. Um, I've realized I am right where I need to be in this world right now.
Yep.
And that wouldn't have happened unless I actually took a look at myself, at who I was becoming, didn't like that person again. So I had a talk with myself.
You had to put yourself in timeout, didn't you?
Yes, I did. And I learned a few things about a lot of things. And I'm like, nope, this ain't happening again. So had
For the
discussion.
record, there are times that I put Keith in timeout as well.
Yes.
It's just our relationship. I mean, I know that there's solidly two people outside of my immediate family that I can whiplash with truth. And that's what I like to call it. Because if I feel the way that I feel, I let it out, right? Actually, three. I'm going to say three. There are three people within my circle of trust that I can authentically be myself with. You, obviously, Keith. Sherry Lynn is the other.
Mhm.
And then I've got Renee.
Yeah.
Renee Coate. I
Yep.
mean, she is, and she's actually, so speaking of that, honestly, her and we're going to connect there, girl, because
Proud of you,
I
girl.
think we are going to have a show. We need to have a show, in fact, on our bloodline because not a lot of people know, right? But Renee and I are actually related through strands. And Miss Renee, do you want to say how we are related?
Yeah, throw it out there.
Renee, you do it.
I freaked when I found out you were, and then I freaked when they found out she was, and that you both were.
Right? And what's even crazier, and I'll see if I can get my hands on it. Family is super proprietary about heirlooms, right? Especially Daddy-O. But we do have an authentic arms.
Coat of arms?
No, the actual.
Oh, girl, I want to see that sometime.
You can see it and you can hold it. No problem. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yes, we are. Throw that comment up there, Keith. She replied, yes, we are. Woo.
Boom.
And most people look at that whole thing and they're like, oh my God, that lady was crazy. But girl, I think we've inherited some pretty good genes from that. I mean,
maybe a couple of gifts as well.
Amen. I mean, a lot of people looked at Sarah as because it wasn't with the time, right? It wasn't with the time, but because of the genealogy and the ancestry. So I know I told you this, Renee, that we could take our family trees because it's our birthright, and we can go down there and we wouldn't have to pay the admission. I've already had that conversation with them, with the Historical Society. We can go down there.
Nice.
Yeah. And that's a trip I plan on making. And yes, you're going along for the ride.
I want to go. I can fit the suitcase, literally. Toss me in the trunk. I'll be good.
Right? It'll be like a kid in a candy store. Woohoo! Oh my gosh.
You can't make that up.
No. And there's so much that you uncover when you start to like flow through that line, right? I know on my line, and because I'm not looking at it, um, I know that to me, she is a grand aunt. So there is, like a great, great, great 50 million greats in front of that. I am almost certain, but she follows along that lineage line. And I about crapped myself, for a lack of a better emotion, once that hit. And I had, birth certificates and all of that to connect. I was like, what?
Yep.
You mean my fascination isn't just fake? Yes. We'll make it happen. Seriously, can you imagine the vibration of the two of us walking in together in that seance room?
That would be amazing.
I mean,
I could be running the recorder and the camera, and yeah.
Yeah, that would be insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, I'm like, we gotta take notes, girl. This bucket list. I mean, we keep spinning the bucket around, right, and then we can't see the other side, and we forget. And
right, I know. Like on our list was Bobby Mackey's. We're still going.
Yeah.
Bottom line, I know what's in store for that place, but I am going.
I got plenty of time now. Well, I will as soon as I get the house a little more.
Once I get, and I'm healthy.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm healthy. So like, and Virginia's been going with me, right? So when I do side things, before I had ended up extremely ill.
Yeah.
When I would do little funsy things, I would, I take her with me, and she's the first place I took her to. She was like, "Hey, do you care if I go off, in this room and ask questions?" I'm like, "I'll be right outside the door." That kid showed no fear. She didn't run. I mean, the door slammed right in front of us, and she was just like, she looked just like you are right now. But she still sat there. I was like, wow, I'm really proud of you. You are mine.
Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, that too.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Mudgett, awesome guy, Jeff Mudgett.
Yeah, he did a book, right?
Yes. I had a copy of it, and I got to get another copy of it now, but yeah, I had a copy of it.
We probably can. We should coordinate up with him sometime.
Yeah. All my autographed books. So I got to make the rounds again, but I'll get her done.
Yeah. Patience.
Yes.
All of those good things come a time.
That's a lesson that I have been retaught yet again. Anytime
and again.
Yeah. Anytime.
You're a Scorpio.
Yeah. I tell you what, patience is going to be a constant lesson with me throughout my entire life. I have a difficult time with patience. Now, sitting on a fishing bank, I can sit there for hours. But when it comes to other things, sometimes I need it now. So I try to force it. Forcing doesn't work. Sometimes that causes more issues. So it's best to just sit back, let things flow, do the work naturally, put the intention out. But sometimes when you just release what you need, it's like, okay, I give up. It's on your timing. Boom.
Yeah.
And that's something that happened for me recently. And I'm praying a couple more things are going to happen like that. And because I'm just plugging away on the house, and hey, we need to get this done. Okay. So here we go.
Amen. Hey, is that Renee, Crystal Infinity? Renee, are you still on? Oh, for sure, girl. For sure. That place. Yeah. That and what was the other one? St. Albans was always big on my list.
Yes. There's a couple more.
I have a listing of ones that is a Cobra goal, because we're moving into grounding time. Absolutely right. We're moving into where, we have to attune as a team with the new you, with the new me. We have to get that vibration, even Cheza, right? So
Yes.
I don't think we're gonna dive like immediately into, clientele. Just get us out in the field and together to vibrate together and work together.
Yeah, at least no major cases yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need to go to the Stevenson building. We need to go, here in Lima. We need to go to this place. We need to go to that place, and just do some practicing, get our skills back.
Yeah.
Figure out who works best at what, how our energies are, what our mannerisms are, what our speech patterns are. That way, if something does start affecting one or more of us, we can say, "Hey, Michelle, why don't come, let's go outside for a minute."
I know. Yeah. So sometimes it's so hilarious. Like a lot of people talking to me now know this. This is my thing, right? Okay. So, uh, sometimes it's hard for me to keep things at bay, right? So I just blurt and spit and sputter. I'm really trying to work on holding that back.
Yeah,
But my tell, and I've been doing it a good portion of our show, is it's always a face touch, and I don't know what it's me signaling like, hey, back off, or I need to be normal.
yeah. And I'll start just talking with my hands and looking up.
And
I've got myself doing that, and this and that. I know what. Yeah, yeah,
it's a lack of eye contact too. Sometimes I feel rude because I'll be at work and somebody will be asking me a question. I'm like looking beyond them, and I'm like,
yeah.
stop.
I don't want to make eye contact with them because I don't want to feel what they're feeling. I want to hear what spirit says. So I do. I
Yeah.
break eye contact. It's nothing against you. I just
Dude,
want
I
to.
literally had to grid my desk. My desk is gridded with stones that I, again, have gotten, from Crystal Infinity and have collected. But I literally strategically I have to grid out. Like today was a massive obsidian day.
There you
I
go.
mean, and every morning I have to, like, every night before I leave, I have to let that thing go and I have to cleanse it out, and then I have to turn around and reset it every single morning. But that's my routine. I
Yeah,
have to. I can't let it overwhelm my life.
that. Yeah, I'd take stones with me to work, and I'd sneak them here and there, and keeps people out.
Right.
Yeah.
My favorite one, my aunt had gotten it for me, and I always keep it bedside. I don't know what it is, which is why I was looking for Renee. But it's this feller.
Ooh,
Right,
that's
right.
pretty. Is that a
And it's
flutterby?
I don't know. It is a butterfly. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
butterflies are my thing. I mean,
Yes.
my grandma always said that when she came back, she would be, a
Butterfly.
butterfly. So I collect them, but I keep it bedside, and I'm almost wondering if it's giving me more than I want.
Well, maybe move it away a little bit and do some experimentation, with different distances and maybe different rooms and see what happens.
Right, right. And then I recently came upon the. Have you heard of the dream jars? So it's totally Native American
Ooh, I have not.
dream jars. So they've got stones on top, obviously, and
Yeah.
then what you're supposed to do is at night, it's almost kind of like a dream catcher, right? In a sense. I wish it was ivory nut. I don't think that it is. Awful 50. But the dream jar. So when you go to bed at night, you take the lid off, right?
Oh,
And so then it absorbs that energy. So when you wake up in the morning, you recap it, and then you go out and you release it.
okay. So similar to a dream catcher, but a different type and different routine.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah. And yeah, so I've been working with that guy, and yeah, I've got two of them. I got two of those dream buckets, but they each have different stones. Like the first one I had has turquoise and clear quartz, and then the other one is I'll show you the other one.
Okay.
Here we go. The other one is rose quartz and the amethyst
Okay.
in there. So yeah. I mean, you know, been
Nice.
working, trying new things.
I
Yeah,
need.
I love them. My mom actually got them on reservation in Colorado.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that's actual. Yes, I like
Yep.
that.
Yeah. So she saw those and she was just like, "Ooh, I had to get them for you."
The
I
girl
was
needs
like,
one.
"Thanks." Yeah, bit. I'm a hoarder with all things that people gift me that, because they think of me. I mean, I'm ridiculous that way.
I got plenty of room to start hoarding stuff again. So
Yeah, and that's one of my things. My nickname actually on the team is the Dreamer,
dreamer.
and some of them aren't so awesome. Some of them, I can easily forget. I mean, I've got dream journals for days.
A lot of mine I'm not allowed to remember because I'm dealing with stuff out there that they can't handle. So the memory of that's pulled by somebody up there, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, here you go. Other times I remember them very vividly for like 3 seconds, and it's me riding a saddled great white shark in the middle of the desert. The cat that's riding it is in a knight's outfit with the shotgun, yelling something, and I got to figure out what that means.
You have a literal Puss in Boots.
I actually had that dream. I did eventually get it figured out, but if I don't, I keep my voice recorder sometimes
Yes.
in my bed, or at least I used to. I need to start doing it again. As my
Usually, I think that you've gotten most of mine because of all, like when I recall, like I've got a method, when I wake up and I feel like there's, something important about it, then I will sit there and I will re-walk through it. I will lift out slowly. And then
yeah,
I end up turning on because I'm awake enough to where I'm like, okay, I know we need to talk about this. And so that's when I often send you the jacked up text messages because it's literal voice to text where I'm like, me?
right. And I'm
Me?
usually fairly decent at catching little things. You might catch part of it, I might catch part of it, somebody else might catch part of it, and now I can reply more in those situations. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. Oh,
absolutely. But it is about 7:58, and I think we
yep.
pretty much covered the list of stuff we wanted to go through with the page. You were talking about events. Um,
Oh,
Krista
yep.
Williams has an event coming up at McIntyre Village, or not Village, McIntyre Villa.
McIntyre?
Yeah, I think it's May 6th. I'm going to be heading to that. If you want to go, you can write down with me.
Yeah,
I think it's like $50. It ain't bad. I
that's
don't know
not
if it's overnight,
terrible. No.
but so I'll be throwing that out on the Cobra page, advertising that. I'm throwing stuff out on a new page that her and Greg Backen started called Free Spirited. So I may start throwing the show out on that page as well. It is just a page of all paranormal type shows and this and events and stuff. So be sure to go check that out. Um, she also owns or is part owner of the Stevenson building here in town. I did mention Scarefest. If you want to know what's going on with Scarefest, watch Scarefest TV on Friday nights on Facebook with Wes Forsyth. He has special guests, TV stars, producers, and they do movie reviews, horror movies and stuff. He's got some really cool stuff on there, so be sure and check that out. And then Thursday nights, Crossroads with Jody, Jerry, and Teresa. Be sure and check them out. They have some really good shows. Lots of learning, lots of laughs to have. So don't forget about that.
Crystal Infinity goes on Tuesday nights.
Yep.
So if you haven't checked them out, give them a look. They're
Yep.
great. Again, the personal service is like the best you're going to find around.
Yep. And Trish on here, she's got those shows too. I think she helps the Spirit Mechanics with some of their stuff.
Yeah, Trish is a new name to me, but don't worry, Trish. We will get to know one another.
Absolutely. I met her at Scarefest. Nice, very nice lady. Very nice lady. Absolutely. And like I said, I'm heading to Scarefest, so let's talk on that.
We should, because
Yeah.
Virginia is old enough now. So
If Chesapeake can get away, I would love for the entire team to go and have a booth next to Spirit Mechanics. I would naturally have to be hopping back and forth since I'm both, but
oh, you little jelly bean.
right? Oh, there you go. Yeah, she'll be there. Cool. I will see you there again. Sounds good.
Perfect.
So,
all right,
on
cool.
that note, I am going to keep working on myself, going to keep working on my house. I have a lot more time on my hands now. And it's weird. It seems like I have a lot more things to do now.
Right. So this is your moment to laugh. So like, here's what I've been like, plucking and beating off and tapping about. So this is an old Cobra thing, right? But the big guy, and you know who that is, says you're supposed to do the, I'm so embarrassed to do this. You're supposed to do the hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper. Okay, he says it's really important.
I don't even know if I remember how it goes.
Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper. For those of you who don't know, look it up. He is a little mummy and he's dancing there doing this meditation. And we used to throw that about a lot.
It's been a bit since I've seen that.
And that's probably why he's saying
probably
hello.
And let him know I've got a recliner picked out. It's on my list of things to replace. So I let him know. I promised him I would get him a new chair. So I will.
Yeah, you do not want to get the...
No, not a broken recliner. This will be a new one.
No, you don't want to get the... What does he always do to you?
The Denozo.
Yes. Oh my gosh, so many things. I've missed this. But yes, now it's time for us to call it good.
Yes. Hey, Renee, you still on there? Before we hop off there, you still on here? Renee Coate? That person right there, you still on here? You hiding somewhere? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
You are being summoned.
Hello. Hello. You in the hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, what?
Hamburger, cheeseburger.
She might have popped off. I don't know.
It's possible. Nope. Maybe she's here. She's here.
Okay. We're going to log off the live, but don't go away. I'm going to shoot you an invite, okay?
Oh.
To come in here for just a minute. Won't keep you long. Is that all right?
I don't care if you're just shoveled, lady.
Actually, I'm on in 3. I usually share to Cobra Paranormal page, Otter's Den page, and then to the Cobra Paranormal YouTube page.
Most of the chatting and happening goes on all in Otter's Den, I have learned. In my hiatus when I've jumped into Peer on the live.
Yep. See, like right
more
now,
people in the chats on Otter's Den, rather.
Nobody's what I forgot to share YouTube. That's why I forgot to share that one. Anyway, so I got 2 on Cobra Paranormal page and 5 on the Otter's Den. So that's cool.
Renee says, no problem.
Cool beans.
No problem.
All right. On that note, we are going to hop off here tonight. I got some things, I got shit to do. I can say that. Okay. I got 3 notebooks of lists that I got to go through, and get organized, to get caught up on from, dealing with the fire, the insurance and this and that and the other thing. And yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I have missed you all.
You too. Yeah, it was fun. I had fun.
I needed this.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. So maybe we'll start bringing you on with Joni when she
yeah.
maybe a new co-host here, huh?
Yeah. I'll sing the song like Eminem. Guess who's back?
There you go.
Back again.
Like I said, Back in Black, AC/DC. I've been listening to AC/DC for the last 2 days. AC/DC.
They're good.
YouTube is a wonderful thing, just saying.
Spotify is as well.
Yeah, I need to check that out. I don't have that yet. I should probably. I think, doesn't it cost a little bit?
Only if you do premium, but seriously, if you're like driving on one band, you can type in like Queen's greatest hits and it'll give you everything, just hits, not the obscure songs, or you can just do their radio.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice to meet you, Miss Trish.
I'm going to add that to my menu lists.
I'll remind you later. It's good too.
All right. That's good. I need a lot of reminders. All right, ladies and gents, thank you for popping on and spending a little time with us. Listen to us gab and whatnot, and talking about the cosmic green bean. And I'm going to have to practice how to talk like that again since I got my tooth fixed.
Right?
I'll have to go back and watch my video. That is messed up. That is messed up. Well, there it is. That's messed up.
And on that note.
All right. We will we'll see you here now. Like Joni mentioned something about going live Friday night instead of tonight, so I'll get a hold of her. So either Friday night, next Monday, either way, we'll figure something out. But I do plan to do this on a more regular basis now since things are calming down and finally getting on track. So thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for your patience. Thank you all for your help, your blessings, your prayers, everything. It has been most appreciated during my rough times, and I can't thank everybody enough. So I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And it's about to get dusty, so I'm going to hit the end broadcast.
Bye, guys.